Hello, this is me, Giordan Cubeman again. Today I'll be doing a follow-up tutorial focusing on the exporting and the compiling of the final product after you finish, along with the camera movement, which was the thing I used to actually make the video move. So here's the continuation of the tutorial's time-lapse video from the last time. It's still coloring it in and all that, but I'll be explaining the final steps with, and basically once you finish all the different layers of illustration and the 3D space, and you determine, say, hey, I think I'm done with this, and I want to export it, and I also want to move it, but how do I do that? So in Blender, there's this thing called camera, where it works sort of like a real-life camera. So cameras in real life, what do? They take pictures, they record videos, and camera in Blender also does the same thing. Basically captures like movement, captures like whatever is shown within the frame of that camera. And you can basically move around the camera and show whatever is in the frames of the camera. You can like mess with camera angle, camera like zoom, lens distortion, and you can also move the camera around, essentially kind of emulating like a 3D space without actually taking stuff in real life. It's used mostly in 3D animation. But because we're doing a 2D illustration in a 3D workspace, you can actually move around the camera with this kind of product as well. So even if like the subject matter isn't actually moving, you can move around the camera and make things look like it has a field depth, show from different angles, and it's cool. And basically you can record. There's a mode where you can move around the camera, like you're controlling like a video game. So in 3D games, you can like move around the character and like look at different angles, stuff like that. There's a mode in here where you can actually do that and move around the camera the same way that you can like control a video game character. So you go into that mode and you move around the camera, like around the illustration. Just not too much, so it doesn't like break the feel of an actual like illustration, like the actual feel of how it works. You move it around just the right way. You record the camera movement, and then after I'm done with it, what I did was export it as image sequence. So instead of like as a compiled video, I exported each frame of that animation as PNG, and I compiled it in a different video editing software, so I have more like freedom to how to edit, stuff like that. And after you do that, you compile into a video, and then you basically fit the format to whatever thing you are trying to export to. And yeah, that pretty much kind of finishes it all. You export it. I think I exported it in an MOV file or an MP4. And you can have like different audios, you can do like different stuff with it. It's cool. And it has a lot of freedom once you export all those frames. So you can do whatever you want with it. It's cool. It's fun. And yeah, you should install Blender and do this too. My next post will be another illustration followed with another 2 tutorials, I think. So stay tuned.